man. Yeah, man. One love. Good vibes, change lives. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome to the tribe. It's Seeds for Charity. We growing knowledge, love, and prosperity. Fire cannabis, yeah, man. Seeds for Charity. We lighting up the room, killing all the disparity. Seeds for the people, seeds for the cause. Cannabis United ain't breaking any laws. Every first Friday, you know the brand. Jim from Seedsman, Jesus plants is the man. Cannabis players rolling through the scene. Voices from the culture, keep it fresh, keep it green. Remember legends while raising up money, bringing hope and relief. Seeds for the people, seeds for the cause. Lighting up the vibe while we give applause. Community strong, yeah, we planting the seed. Seeds for charity, bringing love that we need. Oh, Chonky Nugz holding steady, yeah. Jesus plans, keep it ready, yeah. Cannabis vibes, cannabis times, cannabis vibes, cannabis, 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 cannabis.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, Jim, my friend. How you doing tonight?
Oh, blessed, man. We are very, very blessed on this very blessed Good Friday. Amen. Amen.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for showing up on a Friday night. There's quite a few of us in here. I can't see right now how many we have in here. I thought I could. I don't know why. Oh, there it is. We have we're 43 strong right now. Hopefully, we'll kick that up. If you guys have some friends that you think that might want to join in this auction, please let them know. Hit that share button. Also, if you could hit that thumbs up, that would mean a lot to us as well. So yeah, thank you everybody showing up for Friday night. We have a very special night. I say that every night because you know what? It is special. Almost every night that we, not almost every night we do this is special. But we are benefiting an absolute OG in the cannabis space. I was on Grow and Grind earlier today, just describing Odie. I'm like, when you have there's celebrities, like, so you look up to your celebrities, and then celebrities have their celebrities as well. And Odie Diesel is one of those where the people I look up to, like there's 3 people in the backyard that I've looked up to for a very long time, and they look up to him. So super stoked to raise some money for Odie Diesel and his medical expenses. I don't know enough about his medical condition or with the procedure to speak about it. I think maybe Chad or Soup may be able to do so. But for the most part, Odie came down with a condition and is requiring him to have a procedure that makes him to basically I can't say bedridden, but he's not allowed to work. And we all know things are very expensive these days, and not working is the bills will pile up. So let's see what we can do to get some money for Mr. Odie Diesel and help out a friend of the community. So just real quick, also with the goings on of the world, we do respect everybody has their political opinion, but this platform is not that place to express your opinions. Also, any kind of hate speech, you will be immediately banned from the chat. I hate to have to say that. It's only happened one time, but I just want to make sure everybody knows that there will be no any kind of hate speech, racism, fascism, anything. You'll be immediately removed from the chat. So back onto the good notes. Anything that you have right off that you want to speak about?
Just want to say, Odie, man, I hope we can help you here. Sending nothing but love to you, bud. Been praying for you as well. Praying for you to get through your medical, whatever's going on. I also don't know, but it's nothing but love, man, on this Good Friday. The only thing I'd like to say is I'd just like to read a quick verse in the Bible, just because it's Good Friday and we owe it all to Jesus. So this is Isaiah 53:5. But he was pierced for our transgressions, he was crushed for our iniquities. The punishment that brought us peace was on him, and by his wounds we are healed. So, Lord, heal us all. Appreciate all you guys for everything you do for us. Chonky, we've been doing this for almost a year next month, so that's crazy, man. We're so blessed. This is awesome to be able to spread love each and every month. So I mean, this lineup is so big and crazy. Every month it seems to kind of raise the bar higher and higher. So this is awesome, man. It's so cool to be a part of this.
Yeah, thank you again. I have to thank you. This is your brainchild, and you allowed me to be a part of this. So thank you so very much. Can't believe next month is going to be a year. Grambo was the first guest host who passed the reins over to me. So Grambo, if you're watching, Kyle said that you guys may be watching from the reserve tonight. So hello to the extract seller and Grambo. Gram fam, if you're in the house, put up the poop emojis. You know why. What else? Just the rules, please, if you could, for my sanity, if you could keep any numbers out of the chat while the auction is going on. It's hard for me to talk and watch the chat and watch the timers and pick out bids. So if at all possible, please keep any numbers out of the chat. Also, we have to thank the entire crew too before we start. You see me and Jim. There's many others. You see Big Toe, sexy fingers, but you don't ever see Big Toe. So thank you to Big Toes. Thank you to Canada. In the background, she is our mod queen, and she also makes all the promotion reels, and she's just an absolute rock star. She'll also be the one keeping you guys in line, so stay in line. She'll spank you if you don't. And we also have to thank Goth. Goth creates all the image, any of the thumbnails or images that you see. Goth Botanical does create those for us. And the final is Cannabis Vibe. I always have to shout out Cannabis Vibe. That great, catchy intro song and video made by Cannabis Vibe. Also, again, got a shout out to JLS Monster. I know he's not here. I'm not sure if we're auctioning any of his gear. Okay. He has gone way above and beyond anything that we could have ever asked for our donation. So extra big thank you to JLS Monster. And I think that's it. I think I can stop talking for a little bit. Actually, I can't. I got to introduce our guest. I guess that'd be the thing to do. All right. So our first guest. I was thinking if my gardens were a Las Vegas event venue, this man would he would have residency in my garden. This man comes in at 7'4", 420 pounds. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know. Please say hello to Mr. Chad Westport.
Oh, what's happening, guys?
Can you put that up again?
7'4", 420 pounds.
There you
Westport
go.
as a posse.
Yes, everybody needs to be in the posse. So I don't know. I've gone to your store a few times, and for some reason I see stuff in stock, and then it's out of stock, and there's more stock again. You are just dropping those Easter eggs on us, and what a tease you are.
Sometimes as a collector of many things over the years, there's like a release date coming, but for some reason, just a few days around it or before it, you tend to just keep checking the website. For those people who get compulsive like me sometimes about that, I like to reward it. So, you little secret. I typically will put maybe like 2 packs up a day for the week before the actual launch. So maybe there are some there today, maybe there aren't. But,
I cannot confirm or deny that I was there a little bit before the show, and I cannot confirm or deny there was at least a pack of each. So I'm just saying I kind of stalk the website myself too. I don't know why. I've got the no joke, and I got the posse just kind of hanging out. But I have a compulsion to buy seeds, and I focus on my breeders, and I just buy just about everything. I have just about everything of yours, and probably 45 packs of Rasta Jeff. So
you've run some things that never even got released.
Yep.
So
yes, sir.
And we'll get you that mean muffin, by the way. But yeah, full
thank
stock
you.
is coming April 10th, next Friday.
All right. Speaking of releases, we have another guest. Oh, and one thing I have to mention, this is a night of repeats. This is Chad's second time on the show.
It is.
And our next guest also has a release coming up very, very soon. Another person that I've looked up to for a very, very long time. And I'm just going to do a sidebar. You were talking to Mary earlier on Growing Guide about how Mary said that I just popped up. I was just a creep. I was a creeper. I was like lurking in the shadows for like 2 years before I kind of like popped in and said anything. And it was you that got me out of my shell. I used to have such bad stage fright that I would vomit. Like, I've been playing drums for 18 years. I cannot play in front of a crowd. Maybe I can now. I haven't tried. But it was your show and your pep talk about 2 years ago that you said, we're going to go on. We're going to be on for an hour. It's going to fly by. You're going to be fine. Next thing I know, it's 2 hours later, and now I can talk in front of a camera. So I get to thank you for that too. I just thought of that. So
thank you for giving me that trust to break out of the shell, man. And seriously, I don't know where we would be if you didn't, because you do a lot. But thank you. That means a lot, man. Thank you.
Oh yeah, and the other thing I was just going to say with your story about dropping those beans every once in a while, I'll say there's been 4 different chat groups I'm in that says, Chad just put up no joke. I shit you not. I've seen it 4 different places that you put up no joke.
That's awesome.
So people are aware, I should say. All right, back to it. Sidebar stories. So the reason I went there is Mr. JR Tokin is our next guest. He has been blessing us all over the place as well. This is his second time on the show. And again, if JR ever, he can have residency in my garden as well. So everybody, please welcome Mr. JR Tokin.
JR, my brother.
Thanks, you guys. It's great to be here. I'm really stoked to be on this panel. Chad is practically a neighbor now. I'm really stoked about that. So much stuff to do and so much to talk about. I'm really excited to be here, guys. Thanks.
Thanks for being
here. Thank you for your donations. And do you want to just real quick, Chad got leaked out that he is releasing on the 10th. Do you want to talk about your release at all?
Sure. I had originally scheduled my release for 4/20, but I had my surgeon's appointment 3 days ago, and he advised that I get in pretty much immediately. So on 4/20, I will be getting a tumor removed off the end of my nerve in my residual limb. So I have to drop mine on 4/10. I should have consulted with Mr. Westport. I did not do that. Sorry, sir. But yeah, so on 4/10, I'll be releasing the line that I just did this last round. But I want to give a couple buyer bewares. I sent out, I don't know, I think I sent over 140 packs out of all the different stuff. And the one that had reports of instability was, unfortunately, the Cherry Gush, which was the Cherry Paloma Cross. That one had an instance of instability in it with one tester. And, you know, I don't really grill these people. You know, when they tell me that they had this experience, I just take their word for it, you know. So that was the one piece of that line that I felt like needs a little buyer beware. The things that people are having fantastic results with are the sticky foot. And I got Plumkalicious sent me back 2 cuts. One he found is a pineapple gas and pineapple candy, and he said he's never had anything so distinctly pineapple before. So I'm really excited about that. And the other one is awesome is I got reports on the engine number 9 of poop and baby poop, and I had poop in the mother. And so crossing it with the Gushers BX, I've got multiple reports of poop in the engine number 9.
Wow. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
I want to say I'm digging like the poop and the pineapple gas. I don't know. Yeah. Those would be what I was looking for.
Yeah.
All right. And we have another breeder. And this, I will say, is a world record. This is a Seeds for Charity world record.
Man.
This person is showing up 3 times in 3 months. He is our first three-peat hat trick. And one person, again, that I don't know, he knows I looked up to for a very, very long time. And I'm very, very great to introduce Mr. Sue, the gardener.
Hey.
What up, Sue?
What's up, everybody? Yeah, thanks for having me back again for a 3rd time. Are you guys sick of me yet?
No, man.
No,
not yet.
Probably.
Every time, man. Every time.
No, I'm just here tonight to provide moral support and just to say thank you to everybody here. Man, Odie Diesel, somebody I looked up to for a long time. Odie Diesel, someone who helped inspired me to get into breeding and making my own seeds. And yeah, as you mentioned, he's having health problems right now. He's having like bleeding of the esophagus happening and other awful things like that, man. And the doctor told him the best thing he can do right now is just to not work, you know. And I know what it's like to want to work, to want to be out there hustling and doing your thing, but to have medical reasons why you're not supposed to. And it sucks, man. It sucks. So I feel for Odie. And yeah, just wanted to say, man, I appreciate all you guys coming through. I appreciate all you wonderful people on the camera with me for helping put this together, helping make this event happen tonight. And thank you, all of you guys, for coming in and hanging out and helping bid for a good cause, man, because Odie's a good guy and he's going through a rough time, and showing support for people in our community is what we're all about. So,
Amen, dude.
Yeah.
hell yeah. So I appreciate everybody.
And
Sure.
for those who don't know, this came together in just about a week. I had our April guest couldn't make it, unfortunately. I asked Chad on Thursday if he could jump in and be the guest on Friday DGC Happy Hour. Is it still DGC Happy Hour? I noticed that the DGC was missing from the Happy Hour.
We got a
On
call
YouTube.
from corporate, and corporate recommended that we do not call it the DGC Happy Hour anymore because dude doesn't really come around on the show much, ever.
Oh,
No, you can call it what you like it. We are trying to help Dude and Scotty with YouTube compatibility, not getting in trouble type thing. So we were asked to remove the Dude Grow stuff from the page. But man, we still love Dude and Scotty. We still love Dude Grows. We're still a big part of that community. Yeah, we're just like I said, you can call us whatever you want.
you're still going to be the DGC Happy Hour to me.
Yeah, happy to do it, man. The DGC Happy Hour, the 420 Happy Hour, the Growers Love Happy Hour, the Cannabis Happy Hour, man. Whatever we are, I love hanging out with our community every week, and I'm just so grateful for everybody who comes and spends their Friday afternoon with us, man, because we have such a good time just hanging out, bullshitting with the crew. I'm grateful I get to do it every week, man.
And back in the day when we came up with the DGC at the Dude Grows crew, we first realized that name had been taken by the Diamond Girls Club in Miami, Florida. So they were the original DGC.
Was that a roller derby team or what? What was that?
You look up the Diamond Girls Club on your internets.
I think
Don't do it at work or in front of your wife.
It won't show up on Google State. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And next week, Chad's going to be the guest next week. They had Farmer Freeman on today. Learned a lot today, but hopefully we'll be learning a lot next week with Chad on the show.
Yeah, really fun show with Farmer Freeman this week, talking about genetic tests, sex testing, and all kinds of different testing stuff. He really dropped a ton of knowledge. It was a lot of fun. And yeah, next week we're doing a kind of make your own seeds, talking about seed making and hanging out with Mr. Chad Westport. So yeah, come check us out. We're the DGC Happy Hour, the 420 Happy Hour, whatever you want to call us. We're the Happy Hour.
I got a Farmer Freeman card right up here on my tab right now.
Yeah.
I'll be using them soon. I'll be using them shortly. I'm going to be popping some chuds, and I want to get males out of them, which is weird, right? I'm going to actually use sex testing to identify my males and keep the males. So that'll be coming in handy. I just want to point out before we get started, though, like this is an excellent example of how community comes together. Like, you guys had called me because the original guest needed to fall. I'm like, I will always be down for you guys. You see Soup and JR spreading information about, someone in need, you then get inspired. You then contact me. I'm then like, well, heck yeah, let's do it. It's like not one individual like really made that all happen. It's the freaking community effort. So I applaud that, guys. It's cool.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Please don't steal my name, anybody. But if I ever come up with a cannabis company, it's going to be Rising Tides, because the Rising Tides ship brings up all boats. So
Yes.
I want to lift up everybody in the community, and I want my name to reflect that. So if you ever see High Tide Cannabis or something of this off chance that's the Chonky in the background, unless somebody steals my name, please don't steal my name. Anyway. All right.
Lock it down, Chonky. Lock it down.
Also,
should I copyright it? Can I just put a C, like C in a circle, say it's copywritten?
You just got to get started, Chonky. You just got to get started.
Yes.
Got to get rolling.
Yeah.
I reached out to a few people too, and I want to thank some of them. Grambo, he also had Odie on last week, so go check out Grambo's show. Good episode, and I just want to thank everyone for reaching out and helping Odie, because we have these they're almost like shaman in our community. They dedicate their entire life to the plant, forsaking everything. A good example of that also is Seattle Chronic Rap. He's been doing type 2, type 3, type 4, 5, 6, 7 work for decades. And that's thankless work. But that's that's like a shaman's dedication. And Odie is one of those guys now who's, he's my age and older. And so we don't have 401ks. We don't have insurance plans. We don't have nothing in regards to that kind of stability for a lot of the guys in our age that are, kind of laid down some of the brickwork for folks. So it's important that, like Chad said, we do these things and we help these folks out. Even like when Mad Farmer was going through all those problems, I mean, the community can get together and make impacts in each other's lives. And I think now more than ever, we need to be active in those fronts.
Amen, dude. You couldn't have said that better, man. We need to love each other all the time. That's number one. And if we all had that, what you just said, that mentality, just think what the world could be, dude. Amen.
Yeah, and just want to put it out there too to our audience. If you know of anybody in need that could benefit from one of our auctions, please get a hold of one of the team, myself, Jim, Ken, Alicia, or Goth Botanical. Any one of us can get things rolling if you do know of somebody in need. El Canasaur actually, he didn't reach out. I reached out to him. I saw that AQ Genetics a few months back was going through the same. He had cancer treatments. He was fortunate enough to have medical insurance, but not the means to get to and from the hospital. I don't remember the distance, but I believe it was a very long distance that he had to drive and stay over, and his insurance doesn't cover travel expenses. So again, please, if you guys know, if anybody knows anybody we can benefit, please let us know, and we can get that going for them. We have some great guests coming up. Just real quick, next month is our 1-year anniversary. We have Johnny Castle from Huckleberry Hill Farms. June it's going to be a DGC recap with Rusted Jeff. July is going to be we're going to have it on 7/10. Luckily that dropped on it's the second Friday, so we got to bump it up. So 7/10 is on a Friday, so we're going to have award-winning hash makers, Chubbs and Mikey from 420 Things. And again, I'm going to put it out there too. I should probably check with Jim, but I know he's going to be up for it. If there's any home hash makers in the chat and you want to come up and talk hash with us, do some dabs, let me know. We'll happily have somebody come up and just hang out with us and talk hash. Who else? Natalie, the Fresh Princess, confirmed today. She'll be in August, and Jordan Rivers from Growcast is going to be November this year.
Jordan is great. Everyone's great, but I really like Jordan. I think good one.
Yeah,
I've been doing it for a long time.
Yes, he's very, very generous. I have racked up so many beans and freebies over the last month just for hanging out on his show. So it's another great community. I always say I never knew of other communities, and I fell upon Growcast. and I joined their community, and it's a whole different set of people. It's a different set of growers, but we share one common thing is we all love the plant. We all love each other, and we want to just help each other. So, all right, we're coming up at 9:30 and haven't even started to auction off a seed yet.
I got a raffle. I gotta do the raffle real quick.
I always forget about the raffle. All right, I'm looking at my notes just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Remember, so Big Toes is gonna show it. Shout out to Big Toes. He's gonna show it, and then I'm gonna pull up the wheel real quick because it makes my computer just kind of crash. So,
all right, so we're gonna get Big Toes up here.
Show him the raffle.
Show off those sexy toes. Ooh,
we gotta do
blueberry gas.
Some blueberry gas. Chonky, you donated that.
Yep, it was the one that I know I couldn't run quite yet.
Well, we got some classical fast buds, 1-pack, some autos. All right, here I go. What else you got?
Sour melons.
Ghost of Ripple, what's
Chim
that?
Pimple.
Jim Pimple.
Chim Pimple. Yeah, it's a Mr. Toad DDA. I met Mr. Toad through Chad.
Ridgetown. You got some sour diesel back cross. What was that? Oh, you fast, man. You fast. You too fast. We can't read that fast. Times cross with third leg. Okay. Yeah. What you got there?
Yeah, that one hurt to give up. That was a Rasta Jeff, but
yeah, right.
I knew I wasn't gonna pop it anytime soon.
Another Rasta Jeff Rose.
Yep, that one hurt too.
2 seeds. And then I'm growing that.
Brother, we got a 1-800 line for you. If you want it, just let me know after the show.
Hey, I'm growing that Red D Oaxacan, and it smells like nothing I've ever smelled before, dude. It doesn't look the best, but it smells like I swear to you, it smells like permanent markers. Ready for this? Mushrooms and a hint of citrus.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's weird. It's so weird, but it's addicting to smell.
Can I have it back? I'm just kidding.
Giver's regret right now. You're like,
he'll hook it up, man. Hit up the fine seed.
I was crying putting a whole bunch of seeds in a bag to send. I mean, allegedly to send to Seeds for Charity.
All right, I'm gonna pull up the wheel and I'm gonna shuffle it. Hold on before I add it, because when I add it, it goes crazy.
All right, I'm just gonna pull a couple of us back while you do that as well.
I got everyone in. All right, here I go. Hey, we got Rollin Fattys sitting back here too. Don't forget about Rollin Fattys back here.
Oh, I got him. We're gonna bring him up when we see his bean.
Oh, okay, cool. Just making sure.
Unless he wants to come up and hang out, I don't want to. I don't want to put him on the spot.
I just saw him. That's why I was just saying. All right, here I go. I'm sharing it, and I'm gonna shuffle it a few times. Can you guys see it? Where is it, man? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, we're shuffling. All right, here we go. Who's winning this week? Month? Yeah! You deserve it, all the fees you donated, man, and you're in here. Congratulations in the chat, Rollin Fattys. In the screen, man. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm closing it out so we can continue on. Okay.
Hey, yeah, thanks. That was awesome.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah. What a way to enter the show.
It is. Heck yeah, man.
Thanks for having me on here again, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for all the donations, man. You got us another huge. You'll see you're in every lineup tonight. So
yep, anytime, man, anytime.
Much love, dude. Yeah, much love, man. And those packs that you sent all look and sound fantastic. So
yep. Good haze stuff in there.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
All right, I think there's room for all of us. Oh yeah, there's definitely room for all of us.
Squeeze us all in.
Zoop, the first one is the one that never got claimed last time. The guy in England never paid. So it
is there an adventure pack in there by any chance?
Yes, there is.
Oh, I wondered about that. Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, there's an adventure pack.
All right, so let's get Mr. Toes up here.
Yeah, show them toes. Show them toes off. Whoa, dude. Got that Dragon Claw genetics, Darwin's Dream, some feminized seeds. You got Jinx Proof. I think that's that 9-pound hammer. Or no, Pucker Punch. I'm sorry.
Either way, it's good.
Fire, yeah, Jinx Proof. And he's got a lot of pictures too on his Instagram. Another Dragon Claw. You got Strawberry Dip. We got Mountain Berry. Let's flip that over. Is that Dominion?
Yeah, that's a pack I got from Duke Diamond at a DGC Cup.
Heck yeah, man. Probably awesome. Oh, that blue Gushies, JR. A lot of seeds in that, dude. Got my buddy High Cut Dan sent that Grape Octane cross with Mac, cross with Gary Payton. I think those are feminized seeds. We got Mickey Kush.
Oh, very nice.
Mickey Kush, homegrown natural wonder.
From Odie.
JR sent that over.
Yeah, I got that from the man himself at the last Emerald Cup in Santa Rosa. I think that was about 4 years ago.
Man. Then we got soups packs coming up here. The Paloma Piff and the Cherry Paloma. The JR Tokin cut there, bud. Love it.
Yeah, the S1's nice.
And then the not available anymore adventure pack, right? So
yeah, so this is the last adventure pack out there, man, as far as adventure packs available for the people. So that is also the photo you had there. That is of the adventure pack as well. That is the bud the size of my arm. That big old bud there. Yeah, there you go. So that's from my adventure pack test grow when I grew it. And so you'll get that picture from me in the bid as well with a nice little note from me on the back there. But yeah, that comes with the bidding as well. But yeah, that adventure pack was awesome, man. That's my ladies' night crossed with Girl Time. And Girl Time has Odie Diesel's Time Wreck in it. Girl Time was the Girl Scout Cookies forum cut crossed with Odie Diesel's Time Wreck mail. So yeah, getting that out there too. So very cool, man. That was one of my first ever breeding projects I released to the public, and that is the last pack of seeds available out there for people to buy. So yeah, enjoy that.
Amen.
The winner.
Amen. It's awesome. That's awesome. This should do really well. I mean, there's some heat. There's some heat in that pack. Woo!
Yeah.
There is, and I think I gotta go. Just give me a second. I need to run and get my wallet. So just get.
Look at your wallet, man. You remember your card number by now.
Remember, we have a 1-800 number for you, Chonky.
He's on file.
You know, they instead of having calling the gambling hotline, I need to call the seed collecting hotline.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a shirt that says seed collector from Mr. Chad Westport himself.
Yeah, you know, all those years of doing the seed collector shows and then people kind of slowly turning on me of like, you should be popping seeds, not collecting them. To you, I say November.
Yes, right. Yes, then that you said something about Chud earlier, and I've got my hands on the last pack of Chud, and I'm going to do a seed increase on them for myself.
Good, because literally this is all I have left.
Wow.
Yeah. When I did the vault release for the Patreon, this is all I kept for myself because I knew I wanted to go through and pick a male out of these. So, I mean, there's 25, 30 in here, but I wanted to go through and pick a good male to cross the other keepers that I have. So that's what I'll be doing. And that's why the Farmer Freeman episode today was so like time perfect. I'm going to be using that to find my males.
Hell yeah.
All right. I'm going to move myself down here. Look at that. Look at that little magic trick I just did. All right. So let's go over the rules real quick. It looks like Fear No Evil has already beat me to it. So action number. So if you put Mama beat me to it. Let me start the timer and then I'll give you the rules. So you guys are already on top of it. So when you bid, please tag me at Chonky Nugz. That way I get that little red notification that hopefully will catch my eye. I can also, you know what? I can do this too. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I can do that.
11
so maybe we can all take a look and see those bids. So At Chonky Nugz, enter the auction number. We are number 1 this instance. Kano Kanamama bid $75 as her bid, and then tagged at Fear No Evil 92 to let them know that they have outbid them.
There's
yeah.
10 packs
Oh.
in this item pack. 10 seed packs.
So, yeah, I was just gonna say. So all those packs are in the lot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what
Come
you're bidding on.
I know.
Dude, you could start a breeding empire off just this lot right here.
That's what I mean. You guys came together all in no time, sent so much that I couldn't get it all in the show. I got what you guys sent, but there's so many packs that couldn't get them all in.
I mean,
Awesome.
that cola looked amazing, man. And anybody who really needs to like grow for medicine, or maybe you're making edibles or concentrates and you need that extra like biomass, dude, that's a rad thing to have in your garden, man. Look at that. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, those were awesome. And I had a bunch of people. We gave out a ton of those packs to the DGC and had a bunch of people growing them. And I saw a bunch of great outdoor grows of those too. And they got huge for people outdoors. Those were really vigorous, really big plants. Yeah.
Are you in soil there?
Those were banging. That was in I think that was in 15-gallon living soil pots, I believe. I'm trying to think back to that grow.
That looks unbelievable, man.
And another example, I'll just offshoot a little bit of this of community, is that the Dude Gross Cup that Soup had done all that hard work for to do his first ever drop as a breeder. The gentleman broke his ankle like days before he was supposed to go. And so all of us rallied, we manned the table, and we handed out all those packs and showed his jars of weed, and we were there for the brother.
Yeah, that was awesome. I broke my ankle like 2 or 3 weeks, I think, before the 2022 Cup, and I was so excited to go do my first ever seed drop. I was so hyped about it, and then I couldn't go. They told me I can't even fly. I was like, oh man. So I sent all my packs to Colorado, and the crew helped me out, man. So that was another fun part of the story, is the community really got my back on that one and helped get those seeds out to the people. So awesome. Yeah.
And JR, can you remind us what the blue gushies is?
That's Brad's breeder cut of the blue slushies that I crossed with the Gushers BX. It was a male. Those are reg seeds. And the Gushers BX was a Big Al Tiki Madman collab. And that's, like I said, that was the male that I used for that project.
I'm always a fan of Duke Diamond's work as well. That Mountain Berry's in there. I haven't run it myself, but he's a solid which again, just the amount of information that he's able to put on there and then actually have it be accurate every time always impresses me about a breeder, because to me, I know he's run it and probably run it multiple times before it's been put out.
And he did all of this long before a lot of other breeders. I mean, no other breeders back then would tell you about morphology.
No.
Expected morphology. That was just not something in your information pack.
He definitely influenced the way that I give information about genetics and what I put. He definitely influenced me on that.
Same. I have to agree with that.
Yeah, and he's also kind of part of the TGA story as well, as Odie is. He's also a part of the the TGA legacy as being a part of them at one time or another, for sure.
Yeah.
And TGA was my first pro genetics, I always say. And, it's like bag seed, you grow that for so many years and you're happy with it, right? It's good. But then I got Jack's Cleaner too. And I was like, wow, levels, right? Levels.
All right, just real quick. Sorry to interrupt. So Curse Stalker, Rollin Fattys already beat you with the 180 bid, but it looks like Carney 3 is bumped that to 200.
Let's go, people.
Very cool. Yeah.
I'll just wait. This night's just getting started.
Yeah, Mr. Phillips as well. If you Carney beat you on that $200 bid, so if you would like to outbid, please do so. But I have to take Carney's first bid of 200. It doesn't matter. Look, Mr. High Plains Bud. So I'm not sure if you guys have all heard, but we have renamed High Plains Bud High Plains Roller. I think he buys at least 2 lots out of every auction.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, you know what?
solid.
He got the other soup lot, so he can't have this one.
That's one person that I got to meet at the DGC Cup last year was High Plains Bud, which is freaking awesome to meet people. And again, to have them just like come up and say hello. I'm a horrible icebreaker, but I'm a great conversationalist. So it's always
I'm looking forward to meeting a whole bunch of people at DGC Cup this year. Jim's going to be there. I'm going to be there.
Yep.
Big Toes is going to be there. So there's going to be a bunch of us. And I can't wait to meet like Scotty and Dude and others that will be there.
I'll be there next
Saul
year.
Bunyan too. So I see Saul's in the chat. Yeah. I'll meet Saul and all the Hazy Susan Scrogger. Good to see you, buddy. I don't know if y'all seen Hazy. I don't know if you guys have seen Hazy Susan's contraptions. I guess I'll call them. Ingenious, if you ask me. I just need to have him figure out how to do that with my 5x5 bed, so I can sit my ass down and just spin a bed. So.
All right. That's awesome.
A few more seconds. All right. After the time runs out, we will go to the live auction. So there is, it looks like a 6 or 7 second difference between our screen and the YouTube screen. So I'm gonna let that timer run out, and then we'll go for the live auction part. All right. Let me remove that. All right. So it looks like High Plains got the 235 in. So 235 going once. And what we're going to do is going once, going twice, sold. And we're at going once right now. And going twice. If you want this lot out of High Plains Bud's hands, you're lucky my wallet's so far away right now. Going 3 times. And I'm going to call it sold to Mr. High Plains Bud. You just got yourself
congratulations.
Marvelous.
Congratulations.
Sorry, Big Toes. I hit the wrong button. Yeah, look at all that fire you just won.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, one of those packs alone is worth what you just paid, much less the entire lot.
Yeah.
There's getting that Mickey Kush in there, I'm telling you, that was one of his most powerful strains that Odie ever created.
Man.
Now, did Odie ever actually create a diesel? How does he get the name Odie Diesel? I don't know Odie all that well, so I was always curious about that.
That's a good question.
Yes, he did. He was kind of the founder of the Oregon Diesel, and its claim to fame was to be able to go full-term flower in like the Willamette Valley of rain and suckitude, right? So it would finish early. It would get really big. Had an incredible profile, and that's what kind of brought him to the kind of the fame. He started working with Subcool as kind of a white label breeder for TGA, and then he also worked with Heroes of the Farm, and all those guys kind of clicked up together. And Odie, when we did the Dude Grow, I set up a tour for Dude and Scotty to come out to Oregon and tour one of Odie's setups, and he took us out to the Heroes of the Farm, and it was the first time. This is 2019, and these guys were checkerboarding LED HPS, and I kind of snuck this selfie of myself with us pointing up so I could. And to this day, I still do LED, HPS, LED. And really? They also were the first place that I ever saw mixed lighting in a greenhouse. And the stuff that they had back then, I mean, absolutely incredible. And the Heroes of the Farm, they had ended up selling the farm, and that whole thing just kind of changed. But the influence that they made with TGA genetics, Jinx Proof, because Jinx is out of Washington, up where Chad is originally from, and so the West Coast really locked down and created a lot of the genetics that, including Northern California, that put prominence back in America. Before that, we were hitting the Attitude seed banks. We were getting all our Dutchity due. But once those guys came on and they started like crushing it with the varieties that they were bringing out of the Northwest. And I can speak, I grew up at the beach. We didn't have outdoor. Outdoor was not a thing. So I was seeing super chronic indoor green bud in 1982. Literally.
Jeez.
That's awesome. I was seeing dirt. Our stuff was terrible on at least the stuff I had access to was terrible until probably the early 2000s.
Wow.
But
yeah, we have a mountain range that divides us here in Oregon, right down the middle, and everybody east, those dudes were in the dirt scene far longer than we were on the rainy parts, because like I said, we would just do a lot of indoor stuff, and we lost fishing and we lost logging, and so we had to feed our families, and so that was just a natural progression for our communities, and we built this really incredible medical program in the state of Oregon.
That's awesome.
Pacific Northwest has always been strong with the flower. Like I always joke, like I'm old, but I've never seen brickweed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're very, very lucky.
It's
grew up on it.
Definitely location. Yeah. Thanks to my
the first two good jars I ever saw were sour diesel, and I don't know what cut of sour diesel it was, but I am chasing that, and I'm constantly popping sour diesel seeds. I'm trying to find it. I never find it. And Pineapple Express was the other one, and that was really good. That was the first real good stuff I saw, and I've been hooked on the good stuff ever since.
Gorilla Glue's it for me, man. Gorilla Glue hit like nobody's business. That one, it was from my buddy who showed me how to do RSO too. Shout out Tracy. Gorilla Glue, man, that did it for me.
Yeah, one thing I did forget. Sorry to interrupt. One thing I did forget to explain in the rules, I do apologize, is how you pay. At the top of the chat, there's a link to the Odie's GoFundMe page. Just make your donation of your winning bid. Take a screenshot and send that over to Jim, and that is seeds4charity@myyahoo.com.
There we go.
I will put that up on a banner as soon as I find it.
I got it. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Hey, it's important. I'm going to say this. Please, when you do so, include your name and your address so I know where I'm sending it to, and include what lot you won. We write all this stuff down, but it's just easier for me to sort through. I get a lot of emails. So.
All right, and speaking of lots, I see some stickers I recognize. Let's see what Mr. Toes has.
Ooh, hey,
Mr. Toes has
seen that before.
What's in this?
Representing JR and Chad both.
This has got a lot going on in it.
We're making a cannabis sandwich.
This is just stickers. We're just doing a bunch of stickers.
I put a bunch of stickers, some pins in there. I think I got a stick pin for you for Token's Roots.
Got some threes, regs, Tenacious D, and the Pick of Destiny.
Hey JR, while we're looking, do you want to tell us about cannabis? Sorry, let's go through the lot first. Sorry, I apologize. So we got some stewed apples.
Stewed apples from Threes. JLS, shout out to him for donating all those packs.
And for those who don't know, JLS does breed for washers, and on his website, if you look up his genetics, he'll give you the wash percentage of the mother and the father both, so you can have an idea of what you could expect through your beans and what you can get for a washer.
There's that engine number 9, JR.
Yeah, engine number 9. I'm excited about that one. That was actually, you're going to have Johnny Casale on your show. His group is the tangledroots.com. Mm-hmm. And those guys work with some of the most legendary old school Humboldt breeders, and their Tangled Roots is where I got that can of country from. And they don't really name their strains; they just throw numbers on them. Mm-hmm. And but you look at the lineage of the stuff they're working with behind those numbers, and it's just mind blowing the stuff they still have access to.
Yeah. Tangled Roots is probably has more of my money than Rasta Jeff does.
Shout out to Bigfoot for donating these.
can.
Yeah, I thought Goodfoot was going to join us tonight.
Did we not send him the link?
The link was in our monthly chat. So
Yeah, you're right. What we got?
I have to say I couldn't find it because we had talked so much, so I just had Soup text it to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You should have. Anytime that happens, just let me know. I can get it to you right away.
Well, Soup had my back. Took seconds.
Rollin Fattys donated.
Ooh. So Rollin Fattys, let's bring you up real quick as well.
Okay.
Can you tell us about that pack? I'm sorry, I'm going to put that pack back up again real quick.
All right. So the SFE Tangy Haze, I got that from. It originally came from People Under the Stairs Genetics. The cut, it was the breeder's cut. He auctions them off. It used to on his Discord when he had Discord, and I knew somebody down in Rhode Island that wanted my Odin's Breath, and he had purchased that and sourdough from People Under the Stairs. We made a swap. I grew it out. It's a great strain. One thing I didn't have patience for with it was the flowering time. It's like an 80 to 90 day. So wow. I personally have not tested these seeds, but I have testers that have tested them. And now I'm intrigued to do so because I've seen them finish in 60 to 70 days. Especially on Facebook. The channel is Growing with Grow Dots. There's a guy, Orlando. He runs the whole page over there. He just grew the SFE Tangy Haze by Chopped Cherry, and it finished in about 60 days. And it looks beautiful. You can definitely see the Tangy Haze in it, in the structure and how stretchy the plant is. It's very not really leafy, it's a very easy trimmer. So that one I'm really actually excited to start growing that out myself too.
Yeah, that sounds nice, man.
But the whole thing with haze that's great is there's no sealing on it. You just, if you're somebody who wants to get really ripped, smoke a haze.
Oh.
The last two.
Hey, I would like to do a little public announcement. I am suffering with horrific pain, and something I have found that is one of the most effective acute pain control is the isolate of CBD and the isolate of CBN. I'm getting those from futurecompounds.com. I don't get any money from those guys. But what I do is I mix that isolate at a 50-50 ratio, and then I can dial in the amount of THC I want to add to that with rosin. And so what I'm able to do is really dial and target in a very, very heavy cannabinoid load that's kind of designed to be a sedative and also to sleep you out, like you're just going to get really tired. And I think for anyone who suffers with a lot of pain, the nights are terror. And so I'm trying to get this information out to people. And I would even challenge people who are trying to slow down their opioid use or even exit. This might be something very powerful that you could use to help kind of get that done.
Amen.
Where can they find the ratios for that, or what you suggest or what you use of the different isolates? Is it just 50-50 or? For
CBD and CBN, I'm doing 50-50. But then if I want a really, daytime strong kind of thing where I want to be going, I'll add a lot of the THC because that kind of gets me going. But at night, when I'm when it's nighttime and I need to get to sleep, I take the THC out of that equation, and I'm just hitting the CBD and the CBN only.
Okay. Well, I've tried your Dit's Amazing topical that I think you have on your site, and I know that it has some of the CBD isolate in there because you were kind enough to walk me through everything that you put in there. So that stuff still to this day, again, I'm not paid for this, but that's the best topical I've ever come across.
I concur. I've sent JR thank yous before. I have crippling pain in my back when I'm in a car. Like if I drive to Boston 3 hours away before Dit's Amazing, I couldn't walk for a day. I'd have to just lay down for a day. And what I've been doing is put the Dit's Amazing on my back before I leave for Pennsylvania, which is a 10-hour drive. When I stop for gas, I put another application on, 2 applications. I get out of the truck in Pennsylvania 10 hours later, and I walk around like I just walked out of my house. So thank you, JR. Amazing.
You're welcome, you guys. You're
definitely.
you know, I'm sad to tell you it's been like 38 years of suffering to kind of develop this for y'all. But if that's the one great gift I can give to, and the recipe is at open source. Everyone in this community knows that recipe is open source. So, as a matter of fact, there's someone down in Missouri now who's cranking out the dits. They're hitting the local Missouri legal market, and they're doing really well, and I'm excited to hear that. But it is very powerful topical medicine, and it's going to be a part of the Tokin's Roots. I can't say the rest of it, website thing, but you know what I'm talking about, folks. Yeah.
I use it every morning before I go to work. Put it on my back.
Yeah,
Great
especially
stuff.
I see Heigen in the chat, and yes, she's no joke, does run amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yes, that was my 4-ounce jar. What my 4-ounce jar? I should say was. Not that long ago went that.
Oh, what's Big Toes got?
What's this?
Hey, there it is.
What we got in this lot here, dude?
Damn.
Oh boy.
Nice.
Wild card.
7'4", 420 pounds. Wow, what a lot.
Dang, this is a
That's
big one,
stoked, man.
Might have to
Look at
bid on
that.
this one and redonate the seeds.
dude.
I need that no joke.
That's no joke, man.
And I will say for the winner of this lot, if you just saw what I just showed and you want to try that, my mailman delivers allegedly. So the winner of this lot will get a puck of no joke rosin. If you,
I know. Now I got
Rollin Fattys, if you win, man, I'll replace your seeds with my seeds. I got you, bro.
All right.
All right,
So
all right.
this is
Deal.
another big one. Like I can't believe the lineup. People are asking me, what's the lineup? Like, I don't know. Jim won't tell me.
It's on my Instagram story too. I got a new system I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait till the day before to post everything because us stoners don't remember stuff. You know, if I do a week out, we're gonna be like next Friday, dude. I don't remember yesterday that much. So you know, I've really got 12 hours. You know, that's when I go crazy.
All right, let's get this started. Again, we're going to do at Chonky Nugz. Opening bid is $50. If you want to outbid that person, you at Chonky Nugz and the auction number, which is number 2, your bid, and you have to tag the person you are outbidding to give them a chance to outbid you again. If you're confused or need the instructions again, please read the bottom of the screen. Or you say, hey, I'm confused. I need the instructions again, and I will gladly give those to you. And without further ado, here we go. And I think Grambo's here tonight with Kyle. And I say without further ado, just because of Grambo, because he doesn't like it. And I just don't know. I just want to kind of rub that into him a little bit. Oh, there he is right there. Hey, Grambo.
Oh, yeah, he's
Hey,
nice.
you know what?
Yeah.
We have Grambo in the house, so Gram fam,
Much
you know
love
what
to
you
you,
need to
man.
do.
Much love.
Oh.
Grambo got me and Chonky together. So shout out to him for being the first co-host / even though he did all the hosting, I was sweating most of the time. You know, forehead sweat was pouring off. It could have shot off the lip. It was bad. So thank you for calming me down, Grambo, and getting me and Chonky together. And now we got a huge team, as you could see, dude. We're rocking and rolling we're averaging 1,000 a show. So it's pretty incredible to be able to get that many donations monthly. So
Yeah, we've come a long way in almost a year. Like again, I can't believe next month is going to be our year anniversary.
yeah,
You guys have made a
amazing.
lot of impact in people's lives, and that's huge.
Yeah,
blessing.
I've been sending out, when I send out emails, I send out the previous guests and their beneficiaries that we chose, and we've had quite a few for the veterans. We've had BVN 1620. We had K9 for Warriors. Then we've had a couple that weren't cannabis related at all. We had Rob CLTV. He chose Child's Play, which helps children that are experiencing medical issues get some. I believe it was video game consoles to help pass the time. Adam Dunn, when Kyle was on, Adam Dunn came on as well, and his nonprofit Plant Buddies provides plants to not flowering plants, not medicinal plants, to schools to help them learn how to garden and clear the air around their schools. How else have we had? It's been so many.
The Shriners Hospital. We did the Shriners Hospital.
Shriners Hospital.
Shriners Hospital, AQ Genetics. Christmas time, we did DGC, Toys for Tots.
Yep.
So yeah, we've been able to benefit quite a few different. Wow, keep on going, guys. 195.
Amen.
I will say also, upon the winner of this lot with my no joke, if this or any of these auctions reaches $500, I will give up my Aficionado Estates Lemon Cherry Diesel. It is numbered by Leo Stone himself, and the nice little box with wax seal on it, so you can see that it has not been opened. So hits $500. I mean, right now it looks like Canna Mama is getting some no joke rosin with some seeds, but at 500 you could also get Lemon Cherry Diesel.
If it hits 500, I'll figure out how to send some cuts of my cherry purple punch cross I got going right now. I got some clones, so yeah, dude. If it gets to that, yeah, I'll figure it out. For sure.
I'll throw in 8 ounces of Dit's Amazing if it goes to 500.
That's amazing.
Yeah, 500. Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. If it gets,
and no matter what it is, I'll throw in a 4 ounce for sure.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'll throw in some. I'll throw in a cut, dude. I'll get a cut out there. I've never sent one, so
you guys, going back to what you're saying, you guys have raised a lot of money for a lot of different places, which is great to kind of see it spread around to different things. Like, as a community, we all kind of have, different things that we care about, but they all have like a similar theme to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So it's nice to see. I like that you kind of let the guests, or the like, what do you want to benefit to you? The first time I came on, I'm like, what an amazing, powerful question to like have asked of you. Like, we're gonna raise some money for what you want to raise it for. Like, that's awesome. And Odie Diesel, again, a member in the community, someone who, I, without having met the person, have absolutely benefited from his work and his genetics and his contribution to the Pacific Northwest. Like, without a doubt, I've benefited without, that direct contact. So it's cool that we're able to help people out like that, because, dude, 99% of us are in the same situation. Like, we're all very blessed for the health that we do have, and hopefully we don't take it for granted, because the older you get, man, the more you wish you were 20 again.
Yeah, Goathead has a question. If he can drop $500 right now and buy it, I can't let you do that. But if you want to put a $500 bid on it right now,
no one bidding on that. Yeah,
put it in the chat, and we'll get you as the highest bidder.
And you get I'll definitely send at least 3 clones out of my cherry. Look at my Instagram. It's the frostiest, man.
There we go. $500 out of your
Oh, damn. Go ahead. Man, he's the best, dude.
Yeah.
I can't tell you. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have Goathead as a real life friend. Because I teach my granddaughter, she's 10 years old. I said, honey, you've got digital friends and you have real life friends. And, you've got to really be careful with your real life friends, because if you talk too much smack, they're going to beat your ass. So. So I try to let her get that distinction. And I got to tell you, having Goathead as a real life friend is like been a real blessing to me. He's a tremendous, tremendous person.
Yeah, I hear he's going to be at DGC as well, possibly. And I'm looking at another person I'm looking forward to meeting.
And I probably will not, but we've been doing a breeding project together, and we'll be having a lot of cool stuff to give away. So he's the guy you'll want to hit up.
Hey, I'm gonna throw in a bunch of my tester seeds too. I'm gonna throw a bunch of stuff in this one. So God bless you, man.
All right. So we have reached the end of the time part of the auction, and we'll be going to the live. So if anybody wants to outbid Goat Head at $500, please tag me and then option number 2 and then your bid and then tag at Goat Head Gardens. So that's going once. That is going twice. I will say thank you, my friend. That is a world record for Seeds for Charity. I'm glad you got it because I know you're going to do some magical things with that lot. So congratulations, my friend.
Is that a record for the Seeds for Charity?
Yeah,
that is a record bid. I believe the last record was either one of Soup's or one of JR's lots. I think reached about 300.
Wow, close to 4.
Yeah,
that's SFV Tangy Haze times the Trop Cherry.
Yeah.
That sounds very, very interesting.
Yeah,
it's awesome.
I can't wait to grow that one out.
That's
I'm telling you, you got to go over. I'm sorry to interrupt. You got to go
go ahead.
to Growing with Grow Dots on Facebook. Like I said, Orlando over there, he's growing it. He's the host of the page, and he's got a lot of photos of it up over there. And you'll see the top cherry now that's kind of getting towards the end of flower, and it's turned really purple on them. But it just has that haze look. It's going to be some strong medicine for him.
And I just dropped Rollin Fattys. Excuse me one more time. Web address into the chat. So if you want to pick up your beans there at his website, please head over there and show him some love. Yes, I forget to pay for your seeds. Please go to the link at the top of the page for Odie's GoFundMe page. Make your donation. Once that has gone through, take a screenshot, send it to Jim at SEEDS4CHARITY at myyahoo.com. Make sure you put I named to send it to. We don't necessarily need your real name if you don't want to give it, but a name to send it to, your address. Importantly, your lot number as well. So thank you so much. And I'm also going to need your address to give you some lemon cherry gelatos.
I got you, Chonka. Yeah. Yep. Man, that's huge, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Wow.
Almost
I'm
2 lots.
I'm still kind of in disbelief on that bid. So thank you again. I can't thank you enough, I guess. So thank you so much. Oh yeah, who just said that? Oh, JR. It was JR that said.
Actually, you know what? I cannot wait for Go Ahead and Chad to meet. They're also neighbors.
Really?
So did you move south? I assume. I wasn't sure where you moved to.
Yep. Couple hours south, which is rad. Again, I know JR was in the area, and we'll definitely get to connect, which will be exciting because we did it once and it was not enough.
Yeah. And I think Dude's coming through town here shortly, within a month. I think him and so we might have another get together here.
Nice. I told him he needs to check out all the Goonies stuff. So
yeah,
you're Canadian. You've heard of the Goonies, right? And he's like, yeah. Okay.
All right. Oh.
No. Cool.
So it looks like we're getting some plot number 3. We got some Cannabis, some Rollin Fattys. Oh, a Chonky Nugz sticker.
Just
Westport University.
Yeah, just some stickers.
Yeah, and if you want your Westport University stickers or T-shirts or whatnot, hit Chad's Patreon. I think it's a what?
Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang Clan.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Pelagonia Blue Skies from our friend, from Crop Culture. I think there might be some people in here that have actually run this.
Probably some gas. They donated a bunch of stuff to one of our shows.
And Chad, Kingfisher's wondering if you have to change your name now.
Oh yeah, right.
Your new town.
No, Chad Westport. I don't want to make it too complicated.
that Ringo's gift, that was from Sohum Seeds from Tangled Roots, and that was their S1. And so those seeds have a really good potential for a type 2 1-to-1 in there. And there'll be some really good medicine.
Yeah, amen. Strawberry. You guys go on dragonclawgenetics.com, I believe, or dot whatever. I'm sorry. I don't know how that works.
I'm not sure how it works either, but we're going to get age restricted anyway.
Dragon Claw. I didn't mean to. Sorry. Dragon Claw. You can check out all his strains. I just don't have it available.
Cheers, Jesse. Thank you for dropping in to be blunt. Yeah, make sure and check out To Be Blunt Thursday nights for the live show, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 for the morning show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got there?
Is that Guppy Girl? Yeah, some Guppy Girls.
Some fruit salad.
Very nice.
Oh, some Good Foots again.
Yep.
Bubba Paloma. JRD, can you tell us what that Bubba Paloma?
Oh, the Good Foot.
Oh, that is actually what I used to create the sticky foot. He sent me a pack, and I found a really nice female in there. And so I used it, and man, that was because I was in a 12-foot enclosure for netting to keep all the cabbage moths and stuff out. I hit the top of that thing, cut it down 1.5 feet, hit the top, cut it down, and it still hit the top again. And that that sticky foot was massive. Or I mean, the Good Foot was massive, and it produced probably the most seeds of anything that was in that whole project.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, JR does great garden updates. I think just about weekly during the summertime, and I got to witness. I got to witness the cutting of the Good Foot. It was a
crazy.
monster, and your award-winning flowers and vegetables.
I lost out on so many terminal colas just because of the amount of times that I had to bring that thing down. It was a beast of a plant. Really strong genetics. And I think, the thing about that pre-98 Bubba and Paloma that do well is they check a lot of the boxes, And so your likelihood to get something amazing out of that is crazy. His Good Foot's really good.
Yeah, and that mooseberry is going to be another one of your good washers. I think that was a Cushman. Yeah, Cushman straw guava.
Iron.
Yep. The modified moose is going to make it to my garden this summer. I can't wait to run it.
Got some more. Some sweet farts. That's clone to home. He does clones, does seeds. My guy Chris. Shout out to him, man. He does some awesome garden work as well, posting and stuff.
There it is. Another one I cried about.
There you go, man.
Tell us about that one. Why did you cry about that one?
Let's hear about them tears.
Because I find my favorite breeders and collect everything I can, and I gave up something of Titans. I haven't run it yet. Right. And truth be told, I have another pack, so I can't cry that hard.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Titan. I mean, I'm still a big fan of Titan, but I was collecting his gear for quite some time. I have a lot of it. A lot of the early on stuff.
They just did a release with the Paloma cut, the token cut. So
I just got I just got the cherry knockout in the mail about 3 days ago. So.
Nice. I actually was honored. That was an honoring situation for me. I felt pretty blessed about that one.
Yeah, that's a good.
I just picked up his Black Sea. That's gonna be another one. I'm gonna hunt the Black Sea and the Chocolate together. I'm not the Black Sea, the Black Hole. I found that on his website. It was his original 2022 that I was able to grab, and then I got the Chocolate from you.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. So it looks like we have another great auction lot up for grabs here. I'm sorry, we've talked a lot through, and I love that we're talking and chatting, but Big Toes, can you just go through real quick again one more time everything? There's a lot of stuff there. We have got the sweet farts. Yep.
Strawberry drip. We got Mooseberry from Three's Genetics. We got the Golden Gift from JR.
Hi, Mary.
Hi, Mary. Turn of the Mac, RDB Auto from Tiger. I think that's Tiger. Guppy Girls, West Hollywood Fruit Salad. Some Hella High Crop Culture. Red Hot Violet. Is that it? Oh, yeah. And then Bubba Paloma and Devil's Due from Goodfoot, Can of Capable. Hey, man, what a stacked lineup again.
Yeah, I can't believe these lots that you've put up for the auction. This
Dude,
week.
I couldn't believe as they kept coming in the mail. I'm like, whoa, dude.
And I was so worried mine weren't going to get there in time, man. I really tried to get them out that Friday, and
it worked.
I was sweating it, boys. I was sweating it.
Another great people in the community. I see the Bad River families in the house tonight. Mr. Sparkles, Cody Whitaker, thank you for coming in. All right, let's get a timer up and going. And while we do that, I meant to ask JR about Cannabuzz and how we could find you at Cannabuzz and what Cannabuzz is for the people who may not know.
Excellent. Well, Cannabuzz started out as an app. We saw the first wave of channels getting deleted back in, I think, 2019. And so we started it as an independent app where you can go place videos, there's pictures. It's basically Instagram before stories. But people weren't really wanting to jump on because of the fact that when you show up, there's not millions of people like there is already on another platform. So we had started that platform just as a way for us to show our gardens, learn from each other, and escape the persecution of corporate media. And so we rocked that for a while. And I used to do all the interviews for the Dude Grow Show. So I would book interviews for those guys, and they didn't want to go in that direction very much. So I talked to Dude about doing podcasting for interview platform, and he was like, go for it. And so I think about 3 years, we started pounding out week by week, science-based interview platform. And we go heavy on biology and soil, but we also represent breeders and the entheogenic plant and fungi community as a whole. So we have a really good Ibogaine episode on there. We have a lot of really broad information. Tanazi from Sacred 3, he's brought on a lot of mushroom knowledge. There's a lot of tutorial stuff on there. And tonight we're honoring Odie Diesel. I got to visit one of his last big projects. It was a 4-license farm in Washington. And it took me 2 days to document that. They did pheno hunts that were literally 3,000 plants for the pheno hunt. And it was massive. And if you go there, I think on day one, you'll see just kind of this panorama of just a massive, massive amount of plants and fire too. And they had this one section, man, that was like the old stuff. They had like Chernobyl, for forbidden fruit. They had like all those classic like ones, and then they had just all this other stuff that they were doing. It was a crazy experience. And it's just when you see that scale, it's just on another level.
I bet, dude. I couldn't imagine. I'd be open mouth catching flies the whole time.
Yeah, it was a good time. I mean, you're going down these rows and everything's just way bigger than you. And like they'll have a whole section, a whole greenhouse will just be one profile. And so like I'm not a huge fan of that kind of jack smell. And so by the time we were done touring that whole facility, that whole section, bro, I was just like,
That sounds amazing, dude. I've never been to any big grow ever. You know, I just haven't. So I couldn't imagine seeing something like that. It'd be crazy. The biggest grows, the ones I create myself, I guess.
Yeah, it's like when I do pheno hunts, I'm lucky if I can do 5 at a time in my space.
Yeah. I seen you got a lot going on. I was checking you out, JR. You got some.
Bro, I got some really good stuff from folks now that I was able to do this project. People are sending stuff back to me. And also, I reached out to Rab from Seattle Chronic Seeds because I wanted a really good type 2 to work with this summer. And he sent me some really good stuff. He also has a Bricket dog walker. So he took his Bricket OG and crossed it with the dog walker. And so I'm excited about that one as well.
Sounds pretty fire. Freaking dog walker, man. The dog walker.
Yep.
My dog walks would be a sativa because my dog Ricky is crazy. He's 100%. He's 110% sativa.
Mine's 100% jackass.
Yeah.
I have a hybrid of the two.
Yeah, he's a hybrid, is he?
I've got a pity staffy mix and a boxer, so they are very energetic and very playful. They're both sativa bugs.
I know he's just psycho, dude. I don't know. He's a great
get
dog.
it.
He's crazy.
So if I'm going to actually put this out to the audience as well. I meant to say it earlier today. In the show, if you have any questions for any myself, Jim, Big Toes, you want to see where he works his hands out, or any of our guests, please just put question in the chat and put the question. And if you want somebody directly to answer it, put whoever you want to answer it, or the panel together can answer it. We can share knowledge as we're waiting as well. And one question I have, since we have so many amazing breeders here, is I have 2 5x5 beds that I'm going to be putting in my basement in a new grow room. If I wanted to pheno hunt, what do you think the max capacity of our organic living soil? How many plants would you put in a 5x5 bed?
That's tough because you want to do, smaller, more numbers. But in a living soil system, if it's a solid bed, you're probably going to do a lot better. But if you try doing that in smaller containers, you might have feeding issues. But I think if you could really do small plants with a lot of numbers in a 5x5, you could probably pack a lot in there, especially if you're just doing like one male that you're just going to dust the whole tent with. You're not doing isolated breeding.
Sorry, I didn't add this part, but I was thinking for when I'm running many plants of getting two gallon bottomless pots and setting the bottomless pots on top of my bed.
I found recently, because I like doing the pheno hunt in the 1 gallons like that. Like you could fit 25 in a 4x4, easily 30 in a 5x5. But as JR mentioned, dude, like staying on top of the watering of that is kind of a pain in the ass. But I just, on this last one, the Tray to Grows from Autopot, it fit 10 1-gallon fabric pots on each side. All I had to do was make sure the res had water. Like that made it possible to hunt 21 gallons in a 4x4 without having to baby water it 2-3 times a day. So yeah, you got to figure out watering with the small stuff, but that's definitely the way to go.
You're right with those Tray to Grows though. That's a really good tool to have.
Yeah, that was my first time getting to use those, and I was like, "Oh, dude, thank you."
I loaded mine up with solo cups and did all clones in it, and I couldn't believe how good it worked with the solo cups on top of it. It's just such a good setup.
Roots were fighting through the bag just to get to the mat. I was like, "Holy crap! I never had that really."
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
All right, so the timer is over, and we're going to go to the live portion of our auction. We're gonna have Mr. Brandon Marlowe is at $230. If you want to outbid him, please tag me, and then the auction number 3, I think we're on now. And then your bid, and then at Brandon Marlowe 0015.
Mhm.
Okay, so going twice. All right, we are sold. And to make your payment to the beneficiary, please go to the top of the chat. There is a link to Odie's GoFundMe page. Make your donation. Also, I will put out there, anybody can go to that link and make a donation if you want. If you're not in on buying the beans and you still want to contribute something, please, by all means, go to that link and make a donation if you do wish.
And if you do, every $10 gets you a raffle ticket for the next show. So please take a screenshot and send it to me. Say, hey, raffle ticket donation. So you guys get in on the, because it's hard for me to know, because sometimes our donation pages have who donated. This one's really hard because it was available way before we even picked it for our show. So I don't know who donated what. So yeah, if you guys want in on the raffle, it's $10 a raffle ticket. Just screenshot your donation, send it to me, please.
Yeah, so for Brandon Marlowe, sorry. So again, go to the top of the page where the live donation link is, make your donation, take a screenshot, then send it to Jim at SEEEDS4CHARITY. So it's SEEEDS4CHARITY at myyahoo.com. And then make sure you put a name that you want sent to along with your address and your auction number. All right. Thank you so much. Very, very much for that generous donation. Yeah. I'm kind of curious. I'm going to go. Oh, the other thing I wanted to say is also, if you want some beans and you don't get in on this auction, James Bean is doing a auction as well. And that is, I just put the link right into the chat. So there is another auction going on for Odie Diesel. There's
cool, man.
There are seeds going up and they're going quickly. I've seen anything from a $60 pack to a $500 pack. I'm not sure what's up. I'm not sure what's up there now. But please go take a peek if you want to also bid on other. They're just single seed packs. So over that's James Bean's auction site. So I just want to put it out there.
It says page cannot be found. I'm that kid.
Oh,
I'm curious. I clicked it. I want to know what's up there.
Well, I can tell you, if you go to shnauctions.internet, that's the page for the auctions, and then from there's a button right at the top that says benefit for Odie Diesel. So that's the easiest way I would say to find it. Go to shnauctions.com.
And if you go to, I'm not sure what happened to the link that I put up.
Oh, there it is. If you scroll down a little bit, if you scroll down a little bit on the site that Soup just mentioned, there's a green bar.
And then if you right here is the I'm actually pointing at my screen like a dumbass. Right here, you can't see my cursor, but there is next to the SNH logo, there is a benefit for Odie Diesel page. It does look like what's up there now the auctions have finished, but he is dropping stuff, I think, almost daily, but I'm not 100% on that. So yeah, there's another way to donate. You can bid on seeds here, wait for another lot to go up on SNH, or you can just go to the link up at the top of the page and make a donation. All right, so we're number 4.
Yeah, we're number 4.
All right.
Big Toes,
all right, yeah.
What you got?
Oh, Orange Kernel.
Orange Kernel.
I get excited over JLS stuff. His washers are immaculate.
He's got
some of the blondest hash I've ever had. Seen.
Uncle Laser, Laser, and Michelle. What else we got? Dang, grape
chutney.
Grape chutney. Wow.
Nobody
I just
got
see that was a GMO cross.
Ooh,
Nobody-
GMO and grape. Yeah, that sounds interesting. I see the grape chutney. I see where the name comes from now. I could see it. Like a garlicky grape. I'm into it. Sounds funky.
That's from Rollin Fattys.
Yeah, that was
That
was bred by Johnny B. Budden. He was a tester of mine. I mean, he's still a tester of mine. I send him seeds all the time. And he found what was that? Oh, that was the Cherry Paloma. That's JR's cherry by ChemD Purple Uni that he found. And he wanted me to start pushing seeds out there and helping him get them around. So every time somebody buys my seeds, I give them away as freebies.
Heck yeah, man. That's awesome.
I do the
That's
same
cool
thing
when you
with
do that.
Indoor Danksters Hawaiian Rain as well. I give that out a lot.
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah. That project that me and Indoor Dankster did together made some really cool stuff. I know the Seeds of Harvest are doing a lot work with stuff that we gave them, and I'm excited to see that people were able to use that for good medicine, and they're like really spreading it out within their community. So when it impacts people like that, it matters. And the Tiki Rain it's kind of a different thing.
Yeah, I got 4 Hawaiian Rains right behind me growing right now.
Oh, wow.
They look beautiful.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow. That was the Hawaiian snow cone. That was a breeder cut that Tiki Madman had sent me that got crossed with the Tiki Rain. So that's crazy. That's going to be really good.
Yeah,
Those are
yeah.
fun
Dankster and I we're going to start doing some projects together pretty soon. He's just getting settled in where he's at, and got to get a grow space going again. But we're going to collab a lot.
I told him, man, anything, anytime, just hit me up. Same goes to you, man. Anything I got, anytime, man.
Raj.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, he's awesome. Dankster has become a really good friend of mine.
You know what? They don't make kids like that anymore. I'll speak to that. They don't make kids like that anymore.
Yeah, he hit me up on Instagram out of the blue. I didn't know who he was, and he was just kind of like looking for free seeds to grow. And it says, I'll test stuff for you. And I just threw him some packs, and he was one of my best testers I had. Him and Johnny B. Budden were great testers from the DGC crew.
Nice. Shout out to the testers.
Yeah, you really got to appreciate the testers. You know that, Soup.
Hell yeah. Yeah, DGC's been good testers for me, man, for sure.
We can't grow them all.
Yeah.
This is a stacked pack. Ladies.
Oh, that is the sticky foot right there. That has the potential for pineapple and pineapple gas. I know that.
Ooh.
That's the pineapple right there. Big Toe says. He said that's it.
Yep. Pointing that one out.
Yeah, Copelish, I actually did a kind of a montage of all this stuff on my Instagram channel, so you could go on there and see some of the sticky foot results and the gushing rain and all that stuff.
Man, this is packed. This is a stacked with 10 packs again. You got some autos. You got some regs. Some more regs. Uncle Laser. 24 femmes from Three's Genetics. You got the
So if Rambo's still in the chat, he can attest to the Uncle Laser.
and then you got the Odin's Breath that you were talking about, Roland.
Yeah, the Valley of the Breath. That's the SFE Tangy Haze by Odin's Breath.
That's the one that's killer, right? That's
Oh, yeah.
That sounds crazy.
Yeah, the breath really hits with the haze on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of my
Yep,
friends
and
threw that.
I
out
hit
for my riding
I hit
group.
my coworkers with that coffee breath every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yep, and if you want to,
as do
if you want
I.
to, if you want to grab some of Rollin Fattys beans, there is a link that I just put up to the Rollin Fattys DOT.com. So please
Appreciate
visit
that.
Rollin Fattys. He has been so extremely generous to Seeds for Charity. We can't thank him enough, and you can thank him as well by visiting him and showing him some love. So that link is, my buttons are escaping me. Here we go. It's right there. Rollin Fattys dot that last word. So thank you
I
again, Rollin
appreciate
Fattys. We appreciate you so very much here. You are always welcome to be part of the panel. You are everybody here.
Everybody
Link is always going to be live for you guys. Please come in whenever.
Yeah, anytime
right.
you guys need seeds, let me know. I'm always willing to help out for charity.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. And I'll be on your short list too, man. I'll be on your short list for sure.
Oh, dude, you
There you
guys
go.
are always
Got the-
welcome, man. Yeah.
Go ahead, got the idea. I want that Odin's Breath too. I was on the site earlier today when I grabbed the link and I was looking at the Odin's Breath. So
Yeah, I gotta
Guys.
make some S1s of that, some more.
yep,
I-
go get those before it's too late, everybody. All right,
Dude,
so
that's
let's get a
crazy.
timer up. I need to remove this one,
lot of heat.
and then
Can you imagine a grow room with all these planted at the same time? Can you imagine the smells you can get in the wow, it'd be incredible.
Each one of these lots is an empire,
Yeah.
a breeding
I
empire
know.
waiting to happen, man. I'm telling you.
It is.
Crazy.
Seriously, man.
Yeah.
all right, we're going to start off the auction number 4. And to start off the auction, please enter auction number 4, at least a $50 minimum bid. And then, at Chonky Nugz. And then once you have to outbid somebody, at Chonky Nugz, the
Dude,
auction number, the bid amount, and the person you bid. So it looks like we already have our first bid. So let's start that clock.
Take your time, bud. Clock's ticking, Rick.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, man.
It'd be hard to know what to pop first. Would you want to pop some gems and maybe find a winner before you go to your regs? Or do you want to pop some regs and just start increasing? Like, how would you even approach something like that?
I don't know, man.
I think that thing you said about all those one gals.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
All right. Sorry, guys. Yes, default behavior. I'm sorry. I did start your question and I forgot I started. I'm sorry. I'm a stoner. So default behavior wants to know to the breeders on the panel, which of your own genetics is your favorite? Split the baby if you need to.
It depends on your mood, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
depends on what mood am I in. Like, I was smoking Miss Cool Ice earlier because that's a really fun, like, good daytime kind of buzz. Like, I'm not going to get too baked off of it, but it definitely changes my perspective and gets me through what needs to be done.
And that's what Miss Cool Ice looks like too.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Put some on some toast. Let me eat it, man.
It does have peanut butter consistency. So you saw I'm smoking in honor of our guest tonight. So I've got some No Joke and Miss Cool Ice.
Nice.
And I can't smoke this now because it knocks me on my ass. I had some cherry pea from JR. It was only like a half bag of fresh frozen. I don't know why it was only half a bag. I have no clue. And then I had some Green Bodie Northern Lights fresh frozen. And I mixed them together and holy shit. I knew it was going to taste good. I didn't know it was going to knock me on my ass. Like, I'm talking one and done, drooling on yourself.
I think that's one of the greatest selling points of the Paloma and the No Joke is that they're one and dones. And I've never had No Joke concentrate, but when I hit the flower at the cup last year, it was one and done. It was like, and I had been smoking shit like fucking all day, right? I hit the No Joke, and it's just like I popped through a ceiling. You know, sometimes you just break through. And I couldn't imagine how good the rosin on that must be insane.
And it is an absolutely insane dumper. Everything of Chad's that he's touched with his Westport grape juice, just absolutely just done. All right, here it comes. I'm gonna do it, Chad. I'm gonna do it to you. Are you gonna tell us the parents?
On the spot.
Nice try.
We got
Even if he did, even if he did, good luck.
So here's the thing, and it plays directly back to this sticker, right? So this sticker, like if you take my face out, it's Andre the Giant, which is a giant shepherd fairy. He got famous for putting the sticker, or he got known for putting the, it's, you know, it says Andre has a posse. I changed it to Westport has a posse. It was like 6'4", 320 pounds. I changed it. So anyways, his whole thing was a social experiment, and he didn't really have anything, no meaning behind it, nowhere you could look it up, but people saw it everywhere. And in that time, and this, there's an actual technical word for it. He's an art student, and this was his whole thing. But basically, he left it open to people's interpretation because he wanted to see what everybody thought it meant after like a certain amount of time. And knowing how the cannabis community and like strain lore works, I figured if I didn't tell anybody for a certain amount of time, I would love to hear exactly what it is, because people will absolutely know what it is. They won't, but they will in like, you know, a certain amount of time. So that's kind of like my own little Obey Giant social experiment with not telling everybody, the parents. Sorry.
Right.
But that's my fun.
Yeah, it's just like Rasta Jeff's Epstein files. You don't know what the genetics are until you open, the parents are, until you open the file. And then once you open the file, I have heard it's the two parents that he has not released the genetics for anyway. So it's kind of, I'm not sure if everybody knows Rasta Jeff's naming convention humor, but he's done Space Force and Epstein files and some other like little side gotcha strains.
He's brilliant with that one. You know, in all reality, I do always think it's important to, you know, disclose parents. Again, I guarantee there is nobody else's work that went into the Westport grape juice that can take credit for it. So I feel comfortable in doing my little social experiment. But it's important because like med patients, sometimes you'll find a strain that works good for you. But if you know the parents, you may be able to go to those parents, and maybe one of those parents is even more powerful or even more beneficial to you. So that's typically how I always try to break it down. And with every other thing I do, I'm very good about it. But I never expected it to even get noticed. Who knows if it gets widely popular, but there's a clock counting.
It's funny because I've had Johnny Casale from Huckleberry Hill Farms on my show a few times, and with the White Thorn Rose, he was in that wave, and he was at that precipice of when do I release these genetics, or when do I let this out beyond my own little tiny farm. Mm-hmm. And so with everything that's come and gone, and really in the world we live in today, it's not like back in the day where it was like the ones. Like OG Kush came and it just destroyed everything, right? Or the only thing that came close then was Blue Dream. It's like you had these ones that would show up, And so to be able to make a mark now it's a great accomplishment, because there's so many ones and so many potential for ones out there.
Yep. His White Thorn Rose is on my list. I had a list of 5 strains that I want. I found 4 out of 5, and the White Thorn Rose is still one that's eluding me. I don't know how you get the straight up White Thorn Rose.
Was that on here? Was that on the show or no? He sent a bunch of stuff, but
yeah, no straight up White Thorn Rose. I'm running the Paradise Pine, which is the White Thorn Rose crossed with Purple Punch. And then he did a crossover with Jason at Ridgeline Farms with the Lance. I'm running Lance now to bring to the DGC, but they did a Lance times White Thorn Rose, and I just picked those up. So I'm running those as well outdoors this summer. So, all right, enough about my garden. So we are at $190 from Hazy Susan Scrogger. He outbid High Plains Bud at $190. So let's bring that to, let's say we're going to go Hazy Susan, $190, going once.
Going once.
Going twice at $190. I think we're going to say sold. I don't see any other bids coming in. So thank you again, Hazy Susan Scrogger. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you. A lot of these people hang out in different Discord channels. The 2B Blunt Discord channel, I'll promote it shamelessly. You can't see it behind the logo, but To Be Blunt Discord. I'm in there quite often, most every night, just hanging out. Just if I'm just doing something, I just hang out in sesh and smoke with people as they come in, as I do chores or whatever it may be. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm talking. Oh yeah, Hazy Susan. So yes, if you want to hang out with me and Hazy Susan Scrogger and Kenna, Alicia, and Jesse, and anybody else who's in the chat, To Be Blunt Discord, we'll get you a link if you hit me up. So thank you very much. And to make your donation, please go to the link at the top of the screen, make your donation, screenshot the donation, send it to Jim at the address of SEEEDS4CHARITY at myyahoo.com. Make sure to include your name to send those to, the lot number, and your address, if you would please. And we are coming in with another hot lock. What do we have, Mr. Toes?
I just want to say we've reached our goal of $1,000 for the night too already.
Yeah.
4 lots.
Oh yeah!
Congratulations! Awesome
Yes.
job, everybody, man. That's
Yes, thank you, everybody. We strive for $1,000, so this is just going to be a little bit of a bonus.
yeah, we do.
Actually, you know what? Tell your friends. I mean, my goal is to have a $10,000 night. I don't know if we're ever going to get there, but if you tell your friends, maybe one day we'll get there. Because come November, legal, not legal or not, we're not going anywhere unless we're forced out by YouTube or whoever may force us out. So just want to put that out there again. I know November 4th is going to affect quite a few people here, or November 12th, sorry, is going to affect quite a few people here. So we're not going to go anywhere. I don't think they are. We can talk about that maybe in a few moments. But let's get number 5 going. We're coming up on 2 hours. So my plan every night is to be under an hour, and we're usually not even getting our first lot started until almost an hour in. So we'll say we're going to shoot for 2 hours. 808 genetics. Nice.
You're trying to get $10,000 worth of bids in an hour, Chonky. You're going to have to learn to do the speed auction style. You're going to have to.
Yeah.
I mean, if I could get $10,000 in an hour, I would definitely go to speed auction school.
You got to learn
figure
to
out how to
hustle.
do it. Yeah.
Well, Chonky, you know what? Look at what you guys have already done with. You know what you used? Your thoughts created your actions, and your actions created your reality. Right. So keep focusing your thoughts and direct action, and you'll bring that reality right before your eyes.
Yes.
Man, God is good
Thank you,
too.
yes.
I'll pray about it. We'll get there.
Watch a few episodes of Storage Wars, and you're on your way.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. That too.
Did I just see Motor Breath?
Yeah, that's
Motor
cool.
Breath 15 with Great
High
Wedding
Crasher.
Crasher. Nice.
You got the
Damn.
modified moose down there too. I don't know if you guys saw that modified moose.
Yep, and if you pick up this slot and you want to do a grow along with me for the modified notes, let me know. We can compare notes. I'm running it outside. I'm going to be popping beans here in about 2 weeks. Popping beans and grabbing clones.
Wow. A Motor Breath 15 is definitely, I really enjoy that one. That's a good like kind of gassy strain for me.
285. Nice. Right? Looks like some more Goodfoot stuff, some 3's genetics, some 808. 808's putting out fire too.
Yeah.
Some more Rollin Fattys. Was that the same one as we had before?
No,
That's
that's
the same.
he actually grew up my Black Forest breath and found a keeper and crossed it with the Purple Uni.
Dang. Gelato 41. I like gelato. That Tangy Haze, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what.
With.
Jim just said he loves gelato. I have Aficionado Estates always numbers his packs. He keeps number 1. I have Rainbow Sour box number 2.
No way.
If the auction reaches $1,000, I will donate that pack to whoever. I know it's a big number, but
That's
that
an
pack
insane
was
pack,
very
though.
So if it reaches $1,000, you're getting my Rainbow Sour box number 2.
Yo, if it reaches 1,000, I'll throw in a freaking. I don't know how I'm gonna ship it though.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I got a 650 watt Bible Sun brand new light in the box, but I don't know how much that's gonna cost shipping wise. We might have to like work out shipping with that. I'll figure it out. But yeah, if it reaches 1,000, I'll throw that freaking 650 watt. Oh, I don't want to get rid of it, man.
And I will also throw in some no joke and a choice of any one of my cuts. So
there you go.
$1,000, here we come.
Yeah, I understand if it don't. I mean, that's a lot to ask, but there you go.
Oh, it looks like we have some bids already, so I haven't been paying attention to chat. So it looks like Canada Alicia's coming in hot at 75. And then Medicated Maine, oh, sorry, 808. And then forget about it. All right.
Forget about it.
And then our friend High Plains Bud. All right, so since we're getting these bids in, let's get a timer up there and start the auction. As we do that, let's go back to default behaviors question. We started talking to Chad and we got off on side tangents, but how about Soup or JR or Rollin Fattys? Does anybody want to take the question of what's your favorite strain?
Soup, go Soup.
Yeah, well, so I worked really hard. One of my first breeding projects was something called Ladies Night, was something I spent 2 years almost, I think, pheno hunting and running through lots of seeds of something, looking for something cool. It was some old TGA stuff I was hunting through and working with that I ended up using to make that. And then, so that's kind of my favorite thing to smoke. That's not something I've ever released, though. On its own, but I will say I took that cut and crossed that with JR's Cherry Paloma that he hunted, and that became the Paloma Night. And the Paloma Nights become my favorite thing that I sell, because that is just, it's something I worked really hard on, put a lot of my pheno hunting, a lot of my kind of my nose for genetics, a lot of mine went into that, and then so did JR's. So you get my pheno hunting experience plus JR's pheno hunting experience. And then it's been super fun seeing the crew grow in that one, man, and seeing all the different phenotypes that come up with everybody growing that one out has been super fun. So that one's kind of my favorite, just because it's something that has my love plus JR's love put into it. And then I can kind of tease a little bit now. I'm working with the J Maestro cut of Paloma Night right now. So there was a cut of Paloma Night that J Maestro found that was apparently a 7-week plant. And usually the Paloma Night's kind of more like a 10 or 11-week plant. And Maestro found a 7-week plant. He shared it with one of his friends down in Florida, who ended up bringing it to the DGC Cup. And I believe it got 7th place last year. So, awesome. Yeah. So that is, I'm excited about what comes next with the Paloma Night. So, yeah, that's all really exciting. Cherry Paloma seeds. I see a question coming up from the chat there. James Paycheck's asking where do we find Cherry Paloma seeds. Cherry Paloma was from Brad from Raw Genetics, was where those original seeds came from. JR Tokin, who's on the show with us today, found an amazing cut of the Cherry Paloma in those seeds, which he shared with the world, and I believe he still shares with the world through his clones. So you can get a Cherry Paloma clone, I think, from JR from time to time. Those get announced on his Instagram. Is that right, JR?
Yeah, that time is in about 10 days. I just took about 13 of them today, so I'll have about 7 of them available. And they do pretty well outdoors.
Yeah, so follow JR on Instagram if you're interested in a Cherry Paloma cut. And then I've done a lot of breeding work with the Cherry Paloma, and I have Cherry Paloma S1s that I give away as freebies. So if you're interested in a Cherry Paloma cross with itself of JR's cut, I give those out as freebies through my website, which is Growers Love. So you can find all my breeding work as well as those freebies over there on Growers Love. And if you put in an order over there, put a little note in the chat, said, "Hey, Soup, I want some of those Paloma S1s," and I'll make sure you get some. But yeah, Growers Love is my whole thing. So you can find me over there at Growers Love or growerslove.store.
Yep, and there's JR's website as well. Yeah, JR just dropped a beautiful video of his plants doing beautifully that he's getting ready to clone. What was it? Cherry Pea, Z Pie, and Tiki Rain. Is that what I saw?
Yeah, those are all going to be available in the next menu. But I just did a breeding project with Goathead and also Wichita Steve, and we're kind of hitting that Z Pie that everyone seems to be loving right now. And I've got some Z Gush that was in that round of breeding that I didn't have enough beans to really release, and so I'm gonna focus kind of hard on that, and I also have that Z Rain that Indoor Dankster had produced. So I'm gonna go in that Z Pie direction with a lot of the work I'm gonna be doing.
If I just want to say shout out to Odie in the chat. Thank you for coming in. If you would like to join us on stage, absolutely no pressure. I'm sure JR could shoot you the link real quick, or if you find me Chonky Nugz on Instagram, I can send you the link as well. We'd love to have you on, but absolutely zero pressure for that. And I just gotta find
Much love, Odie. Much love, brother.
I just want to apologize to Odie. I couldn't find the link myself to get here, Odie. I was going to text you before we went on, but I was on the happy hour, and then we went to this one within 45 minutes. So my bad, buddy. I'm glad to see you in the chat, brother. And we've been doing some good work, my friend.
Amen.
If we had a world record bid of $500 today, I'm still in awe of that.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody and every penny goes to help one of our own. So thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a blessing, man. Amen. Amen, dude. This is awesome.
I know you've been getting all sorts of love and prayers throughout the night. So we're all thinking of you and wishing you the best.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah.
Praying for you, buddy.
Yeah, good vibes and bids have been flowing tonight. It's good stuff. Love to see it.
Yeah, we're all about loving here, man. We're all loving each other and supporting each other, and it's really cool. Look at we're still raising money.
And tell a friend too, because that's actually how this all happened. Is one friend talk to another friend, talk to another friend, and here we are. So, just even that goes such a long way too, because I know all of us would love to donate everything that we have, but we just always can't. But tell a friend, raise the awareness. Amen. We know enough people that can get out there, and again, score some really freaking rad genetics in the meantime. So it's a win-win.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know what too, Chad, is not only just spending your money, but just spending your time. Like you said, telling a friend, that's donating your time, right? That's just as important. That's love, and that's amazing. It's amazing to. I came into this community. I've been in the background for a few years, but I haven't really talked in any of the chats. And in a short amount of time, you guys all kind of grabbed me and you supported me and you helped me and Chonky get something going that's now pretty big. It's pretty cool. So love all you guys. Everybody in this. It's an honor and it's a blessing to be able to do this with you guys. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, the time portion is over. So right now we have Forget About It at $250. Again, I'll put it out there. If you somehow miraculously hit $1,000, you get my Rainbow Sour and Jim's Grow Light. So we'll say going once at $1,000. No, going once at $250 for Forget About It.
I'll gladly ship that.
All
thing.
Right. Looks like we are caught up on the other screen, so we're going to go twice for $250. All right, let's say 3 times $250.
Forget about it.
All right, let's say it's sold.
Forget about
it.
$250.
Forget about it.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you. Forget About It. Thank you, everybody who donated, who showed up, who showed some love, who bought some seeds and bought some raffle tickets. When we started, I checked the GoFundMe, and we were at $5,145 for Odie. And as I look at right now, it's at $6,300.
Hell yeah, that's what we're doing.
Come
on.
I can't say that all us. I'm not sure. I'm not looking at the actual donations, but it's gone up by about $1,900 in the last 2 hours either way. So
hell yes.
Thank you, everybody, for everything that you have done. Thank you to our guests that came in today. Chad, JR, Sue, Rollin Fattys, you guys all seriously, we started planning this. I asked Chad last Thursday, and we got this all together in a week and a day, including the beans, getting to Jim, putting up the packs, Alicia doing promotions, Goth doing the artwork. So it takes a village to run this. And again, thank you to Cannibal Alicia Goth Botanical, and Cannabis 5 for all the work that you guys do that is behind the scenes that people may not see or may not know that you're doing. So thank you so much to everybody behind the scenes.
Yep.
Thank you to the panel, and I'll say it again, everybody on the panel. If you ever need a tester, indoor, outdoor, you all have residency in my garden. You let me know what you want me to run if you want me to run it, and you have space. I might mention that with my 2 5x5 beds, that's going to open up 2 5x5 tents and 2 4x4 tents. So I have room for you. Let me know what you need.
I'll be sending you some of that sticky foot. Everyone seems to be finding amazing stuff with that one, so I'd like to get a good pheno hunt on that one. I've got a pretty decent amount of seeds that I'd like to get out for folks to find something amazing.
Yeah, and that sticky foot was one that's been catching my attention of the ones that you just released. So I will gladly run those for you.
Sweet, I got a 30-pack for you, brother.
All right, sounds good to me. All right, so everybody on the panel, any last words for us? I mean, we are at 11 o'clock. We're at 2 hours. No rush getting out of here, but I don't want to keep you guys. I know for me and Jim, it's for me it's late. It's 11 o'clock. But any last words from anybody?
I just want to say thanks. Thanks to you guys for putting this together. I appreciate you guys organizing this and putting this all together. Like I said, I think this particular show, I think, kind of came together here in the last week. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys hosting and helping make that happen. And yeah, shout out to Odie, man. I'm glad we're able to do something to help you, and I hope you start feeling better, man. I hope your ailment starts to improve and you're back on your feet and back to work soon, man. We want more good genetics out of you, Odie. You're not done yet. So get back to work. Feel better. Get back to work.
Yeah, man, dude.
Thank you, Jim. I was looking for that banner for Hazy.
I got you.
Yeah. All right, Chad, JR, Rollin Fattys. Any more words from you guys?
Yeah. I just really want to thank you for having me on, and I love being a part of this. This is such a great thing, and the community's helped me out very quickly. Not to get deep into it, last year when I broke my back, these guys in the 420 happy hour, I mean, they hooked me up. One Eye sent me a care package with RSO. Scotty Reel sent me real buckets so that way I didn't have to hand water my plants anymore. And I'm running 12 real buckets now because Scotty got me hooked on them. But it's the community's just great here, and it's a wonderful thing, and I really like being part of it, and appreciate you letting me do that.
And I think in our life right now, we're tied to this thing called money, and it's one of the things we have an opportunity to vote with our dollars. So we can really put our efforts into whatever that might be, into the things that matter, into the communities we've built, into the friendships we've found, and to impact the lives of those who don't even know we're coming.
Amen, brother. Amen.
That's right.
Yeah, just a quick congratulations and shout out birthday to Brandon Marlowe. Thank you for being with us for your birthday.
Happy
birthday,
bud.
Happy birthday.
I just want to say thank you everybody for choosing the positivity, man. Like that's kind of what we all came here to do, and that's what we're doing, and the world's a better place for it. So keep doing it, and thank you.
Amen, dude.
And because again, for like Odie, again, being here in the Pacific Northwest, growing up in the Pacific Northwest, it's like I may have never known specifically what came from him, but there were a lot of things. So it's pay it forward time, and I appreciate that, and I wish him well.
Amen.
And if you're a podcaster out there, and you would like to get a hold of me to maybe work on getting Odie scheduled onto the show, just go ahead. You can contact me through my website, or you can hit me on Instagram.
Cool, man. Cool.
All right. Well, again, thank you everybody for coming in for another great auction. We will, Chad, I'm sure we'll be talking soon. JR, everybody on the panel. I talked to you all in a group in the chat for SEEEDS4CHARITY, but I have relationships with you all that I text and say hello to all the time. So I will talk to everybody later. Thank you again from the bottom of my heart. for everything that you do for the community. So on that note, we're going to say goodnight to our guests, and we will see you soon.
Amen.
Peace out,
Good night.
guys.
See
Thanks
ya.
for hanging
Love
out.
Odie.
For sure.
Wow. What
What a night.
what a night. I can't
Good night.
go ahead. I'm not sure if you're still here or not, but holy
Yeah.
shit. I'm besides myself still with your bid. Everybody, thank you for your bid. I don't mean to call out Goathead, but that was just it was a world record. So maybe somebody can beat his record next month. We have Johnny Castle from Huckleberry Hills Farms coming in. We don't have a beneficiary yet, but soon to come. About just to let you guys know, about a month before our guests come on, I start a group chat with the team and our guests, and we talk about the event coming up and the beneficiary. So we'll have that information soon. Just again, real quick, we've got Johnny coming in May. It's our 1-year anniversary. We'd love to see you guys there. To quote my good friend Peasy, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure everybody's coming in. June, we'll have a DGC recap with Ross to Jeff. July is going to be our 710 event. And if you are a home grower or it doesn't have to be a home grower, but if you're a rosin maker and you want to hang out with us, please let me know. We'll make sure and get you a link to get you up here with us. And then we have August is the Fresh Princess. She is coming on to join us. And then our last guest that we have booked for the year is Jordan Wivers from Growcast in November. We do have a few months that are free. I do work on getting some guests in. So if you guys have any guest ideas or you want to be a guest, let me know. Send me a message. I'm Chonky Nugz on Instagram. Jim, are you Jesus Plants on Instagram as well?
I am.
Okay. Goth or Canada Alicia, find one of us and we will definitely get you on. Jim, my friend, any last words for myself, our guests, our guests that are still backstage with us? Anything else?
Thank you, Father God, for sacrificing your only son. And Jesus, thank you for blessing us all with what you have blessed us with. Amen.
All right. Amen. All right, y'all. Until May, whatever the first Friday is, I will see you then. I'll see you on Instagram. Again, contact me anytime. And have a good night, all.
Amen.
See ya.